train for my upcoming Huracan 300 bikepacking adventure, I loaded up my bike and went bikepacking. I'm here at Starkey Park, starting this 3-day bikepacking trip from Starkey Park to Croom, ride the Croom trails, and then make my way back to Starkey Park. It's kind of like a dumbbell shape. The Starkey Park has a loop, and then kind of straight up the Sun Coast and through Brooksville, and then Croom has a loop, and then just make my way back. I'm pretty confident in backpacking. I'm pretty confident in mountain biking, but I am not very confident in bikepacking. So I just want to dial down my gear and figure out how things go and see if I need to change anything for that big trip. After riding some of the trails at Starkey, I made it to the paved bike path and headed towards the Sun Coast Trail. The Sun Coast Trail appeared and I headed north towards State Road 50 in Brooksville. The Sun Coast Trail can be boring from the perspective of someone who loves to ride dirt, but it has its gems. Whew, it's like 80 degrees today. I've got just a few more miles, maybe 2 to 5 more miles till I get to the Sun Coast Trail trailhead in Brooksville on State Road 50, and then I'm gonna head on through Brooksville and head on up to the Good Neighbor Trail and up to Croom. So maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 more hours on the bike. And looking forward to getting to Croom into some nice little wilderness, and yeah, just sitting here trying to cool off a little bit. After going through Brooksville, which I hate going through towns, after going through Brooksville, I made it here to the Good Neighbor Trail, which is a nice little paved bike path, which is going to get me all the way to the Croom mountain bike trails in the Withlacoochee State Forest, where I plan on spending the night. I'm at the crossroads of the Good Neighbor Trail and Forest Road 3, so this is where the State Forest begins. So into the State Forest I go. I'm going to take Forest Road 3 to the Tucker Hill trailhead, fill up on water there before I head into the single track and camp for the night. And so I entered the Withlacoochee State Forest via Forest Road 3. Forest Service roads in Florida can be quite brutal with sand. Thankfully, I was riding on 2.6-inch width tires. There's this intersection right here. I can go that way or straight this way, and it doesn't show it on the map, so I'm not quite sure where to go. So I'm I don't know, turn on my GPS, I guess, and kind of start going one way and see which way I'm supposed to go, because the GPS and the map only show one road, so I just gotta figure out which one to take. Well, looks like I'm going the right way. Maybe I picked the right road. Finally, onto the single track. Woohoo! Hanging out here at the Tucker Hill Trailhead at Withlacoochee State Forest. Finally made it here. It is my last stop for water until I head back into the forest. Last stop for water for about a day and a half. So anyways, I'm probably gonna load up on like 4 liters of water for a day and a half for drinking and cooking. It's supposed to be about 84 degrees tomorrow, so it's gonna be another hot one. So I'll most likely need all that water. So the bike path keeps going straight that way. I'm at the crossroads for the Florida Trail, and I'm pretty sure the campsite is down that way, down the Florida Trail. So it looks like it's not very far, so I'm just gonna make my way there. It says no bikes allowed on the Florida Trail, but I think it's probably less than half a mile, so it's the only campsite around, so that's where I'm headed. So camp only ended up being about 50 feet down the Florida Trail, so only about 50 feet from the bike trail, so I don't feel bad about riding my bike 50 feet down the Florida Trail. I'm actually wondering if there's another little side path that I didn't see that comes here from the mountain bike trail, but anyways, decent site. There's a bunch of these like yellow and white bands around the trees around the campsite because there is hunting here, being a state forest, so should be safe in the campsite as long as people are paying attention to those little bands.
All my life I've wondered what I should do. Would you tell me if you knew? Would you hold it above my head and say it's all for the best?
Well, I'm in my tent already. It's dark out, but it's only like 7 o'clock, but man, as soon as the sun went down, the mosquitoes. So I'm just kind of chilling out in my tent. Maybe I'll go to bed early tonight. Stay tuned for days 2 and 3 of this adventure. Day 2 finds me all on single track dirt.
I've wondered what I should say. It always feels like a mistake.